Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head.
Weight loss challenges or beach body by summer promotions or whatever else they want to get called are more harmful than helpful. But gyms and trainers love them because of their effectiveness in convincing new customers into stampeding through their doors. What makes these promotions so effective is that they feed right into the public's desire to get instant results. But the reality is that these results almost never last. Welcome to the Workout Nerd Out. I'm Julio Lopez. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist and a certified personal trainer with over 8 years of experience in personal training. And I also have my master's degree in nutrition. I am by no means a fan of weight loss challenges, but there is a bit of a catch-22. For instance, if a challenge can inspire a person into not only joining a gym, but also continue to work out for the months or years after the challenge has concluded, then that's a great thing. But I digress. Here's what you need to know about weight loss challenges before you sign up for one. Weight loss challenges have one main priority, which is to ensure that members lose a lot of weight in a short period. With this in mind, you must remember that caloric deficit must be achieved on a consistent basis. And for this to happen, participants are put on highly restrictive diets, many of which require supplementation to make up for the nutrient shortcomings within the meal plans, and they must also partake in high-intensity workouts. This combination can be very dangerous for beginners and those who have been sedentary for a while. In Allen and Powers 2017, a study that looked into injury prevalence in high-intensity training programs, researchers discovered that shoulder and knee injuries were the most common. Of the 247 participants in the study, 132 injuries were reported, but it should also be noted that some participants suffered more than one injury. Moreover, 35% of the participants that suffered an injury cited overexertion as the cause of the injury. Overexertion comes from fatigue, which is often coupled with a deterioration of exercise technique. Workout novices are at most risk of suffering an injury. Much of this has to do with their inexperience of exercise technique, meaning a potential lack of familiarity of warning signs that something may be wrong, and a hesitation to inform the trainer that something's wrong out of fear of embarrassment in front of the training group. For these reasons, I am most adamant about suggesting every novice to invest in one-on-one training with a qualified and experienced personal trainer. Good nutrition is a tricky thing. On paper, it's really simple, but the practice can be a bit of a challenge. Most adults have a good understanding of what foods are healthy and which ones are unhealthy. Even when they know what's healthy, then why do so many people struggle so much? This depends on the individual, which means adopting a new diet can be much harder or much easier for one person compared to another. When weight loss challenges are short, such as 4 to 8 weeks, a person isn't so much adopting to a new, healthier lifestyle, but rather the new style of eating is merely being endured until the challenge is over. Health and fitness should be viewed as a journey, instead of thinking of it as a destination. While setting many goals is perfectly fine, that doesn't mean that the journey is over. For most weight loss challenge participants, many return to their old eating habits. Most of the time, this is so gradual that it often goes unnoticed. Are weight loss challenge diets safe for the long term? In most cases, they are not. You must remember that the purpose of the weight loss challenge is to reduce as much weight as possible in a short, hard set time frame, meaning that the diet is designed to contain fewer calories than you will burn in a day for maximal weight loss. This can mean that at the conclusion of the challenge, you may be deficient with protein, vitamins, or minerals. When diets are overly restrictive, supplements can serve as a band-aid, but for the long term, this can lead to significant deficiency problems if you continue down this path. Weight loss doesn't happen linearly, and its rate of decline is going to slow down. Just because you manage to lose 20 pounds in a 6-week period doesn't mean that 20 pounds are going to be lost every 6 weeks, but challenges can easily mislead people into that kind of thinking. The body eventually adjusts to the caloric shortage, thereby slowing down the metabolic rate to save the body from further depletion. Why does weight loss slow down? An overweight or obese person can lose fat faster than a normal weight person, a lot of it because of the additional weight that they're carrying, meaning more energy must be expended during the workouts and for muscle recovery. When a lot of weight is lost, fewer calories from fat and carbohydrates are needed for activity and regular functions, so the metabolic rate will decrease. The diets and training intensity during weight loss challenges are unsustainable for the long term. Eventually, the body begins to break down from the constant stress of the high-intensity workouts, and because it's not getting sufficient energy from calories to properly recover, this can reduce muscle mass. And since muscle is more metabolically demanding than fat mass, this means that less muscle will lead to fewer calories burned. Those calories came from fat and carbohydrates. In other words, fewer calories burned means more are being stored in the form of fat mass, hence weight gain. In conclusion, one of the most disappointing things about the fitness industry is how so many gyms and trainers are willing to ignore potential hazards in their pursuit of getting more dollars. Weight loss challenges can put individuals in situations that can severely hurt them. And just as bad, they can feed the false narrative that the only way to lose weight is through training really, really hard all the time. Be patient with your weight loss journey. There are going to be some ups and downs, which happens, but don't let that devastate you. Remember, maximizing your health and well-being is always going to be more important than that little number that you see on the scale. So that does it for today's Workout Nerd Out. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you know anyone who can benefit from this video, be sure to share it with them. Until next time, I'll see you on the next Workout Nerd Out.